Welcome to Empathy Stories, where heartfelt narratives illuminate the human spirit. Today, join us in the poignant journey of Michael, Ethan, and Laura, a tale of unexpected connections, profound resilience, and the extraordinary courage it takes to rebuild broken bonds. Discover how a single call transforms Michael's life forever. In the bustling heart of Manhattan, where the skyline stretched ambitiously towards the heavens and the city's pulse never ceased, Michael Anderson epitomized modern success. At 42, Michael had meticulously built his empire in the technology sector, transforming visionary ideas into profitable ventures that commanded respect and admiration. His partnership with Ryan Thompson had been the bedrock of their remarkable ascent, a bond forged through years of shared ambition and unwavering trust. Together, they had navigated the cutthroat landscape of tech investments, their friendship a seamless blend of mutual respect and relentless drive. On a crisp autumn evening, Michael and Ryan decided to celebrate the imminent closure of a landmark deal that promised to propel their company to unprecedented heights. They chose an upscale cafe nestled in the financial district, a place where influential figures often gathered to discuss matters of significance. The cafe, adorned with elegant decor and bathed in ambient lighting, buzzed with the low hum of conversation and the gentle clinking of silverware, a perfect setting for their momentous occasion. Michael adjusted his cufflinks, his mind racing with thoughts of the deal that could secure their legacy for years to come. Ryan, ever the charismatic partner, raised his glass in a toast. "To our success and the bright future ahead," he declared, his eyes gleaming with excitement. They clinked glasses, savoring the moment of triumph that had been years in the making. Unbeknownst to them, Emily Carter was serving their table that evening. A single mother working as a waitress, Emily balanced the demands of her job with the responsibilities of raising her young son, Ethan. Her life was a delicate equilibrium of hard work and tender care, her days filled with the hustle of the cafe and her evenings dedicated to nurturing her child. Emily had long admired the successful individuals who frequented the establishment. Yet she kept to herself, focusing on her duties with quiet diligence. As Emily approached their table to refill Ryan's glass, snippets of their conversation reached her ears. Ryan's voice, though measured, carried an undertone of urgency and secrecy. "Once this deal is finalized, I'll have full control," Ryan whispered into his phone, his words sending a chill down Emily's spine. "Michael has no idea what's coming. I've been planning this for months." Emily's hand trembled slightly, the reality of Ryan's intention sinking in. The man who had been Michael's closest friend and business partner was plotting to seize control of the company they had built together. The weight of betrayal pressed heavily on her conscience. She glanced at Ethan, who was engrossed in his tablet, oblivious to the tension unfolding around them. Despite her own financial struggles, Emily felt a profound sense of duty. Her life, though modest, was guided by strong moral principles. The thought of an innocent man like Michael being ruined by his own best friend was unbearable. She understood the devastating impact Ryan's deceit could have, not just on Michael, but on the lives intertwined with their company. Determined to act, Emily knew she couldn't stay silent. Gathering her courage, she approached Michael's table once more, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and resolve. "Excuse me, Mr. Anderson," she began, her voice barely above a whisper, her eyes darting nervously to ensure Ryan wasn't listening. "I overheard something important you need to know." Michael looked up, surprise evident in his expression. "Yes." "Emily? What is it?" Emily took a steadying breath, her mind racing to find the right words. "I heard Ryan talking on the phone. He's planning to take over the company once this deal goes through. He's been moving money and setting things up behind the scenes." Michael's eyes widened in disbelief. his mind struggling to process the betrayal from someone he had trusted implicitly. "Ryan? Are you sure about this?" Emily nodded, her voice trembling but resolute. "I heard him myself. He didn't seem trustworthy. I couldn't ignore it. And I had to warn you." Ryan, sensing the shift in the atmosphere, glanced up from his phone, his expression masking a flicker of something unreadable. "Michael, everything all right here?" Michael turned his attention back to Emily, his mind a whirlwind of emotions. "Is there something else?" "Emily?" "No. I just wanted you to be aware," she replied quickly, her eyes meeting his with earnest sincerity. "Please, be careful." As Emily retreated to the kitchen, Michael sat back, the gravity of her revelation settling over him like a dark cloud. The deal that had seemed so promising now felt precarious, the foundation of his success threatening to crumble beneath him. He couldn't shake the image of Ryan's deceitful plan, the implications of which could destroy everything they had built together. Determined to uncover the truth, Michael knew he had to act swiftly. Trust had always been the bedrock of his partnership with Ryan, and now that trust was shattered. He reached for his phone and dialed the number of Mark Reynolds, a trusted private investigator he had employed in the past for sensitive business matters. "Mark, I need your help," Michael said, his voice steady but filled with urgency. "There's something going on with Ryan. I need you to look into his financial activities and see if there's any truth to what Emily told me." Mark's voice was calm and professional. "I understand, Michael. I'll get right on it and keep you updated with any findings." As Michael hung up the phone, a sense of determination washed over him. He had always prided himself on his ability to navigate challenges, but this felt personal. The betrayal from Ryan cut deeper than any business setback he had faced before. With Emily's unexpected intervention and Mark's expertise, Michael felt a glimmer of hope amidst the turmoil. That night, as he sat alone in his lavish office overlooking the city skyline, Michael reflected on the events that had unfolded. Trust had always been the bedrock of his partnership with Ryan, and now that trust was shattered. The road ahead was uncertain, fraught with potential loss and heartbreak. But Michael was resolute in his commitment to protect his legacy and the company they had built together. Little did he know, Emily's courageous act would not only save him from a devastating betrayal but also forge an unexpected alliance that would redefine his understanding of trust, friendship, and the true meaning of success. The days that followed Michael Anderson's harrowing phone call were a tempest of emotions and relentless determination. The revelation that Ethan Miller might be his biological son gnawed at Michael's usually unflappable demeanor, stirring a maelstrom of guilt, confusion, and a burgeoning sense of responsibility. The once impenetrable walls he had meticulously constructed around his personal life now felt fragile, allowing emotions to seep through cracks he hadn't realized existed. Michael wasted no time in reaching out to Mark Reynolds, a seasoned private investigator with a reputation for uncovering uncomfortable truths. Mark was a man of few words, his presence commanding yet discreet, a perfect fit for the delicate nature of Michael's predicament. They met in a nondescript cafe, far removed from the opulent settings Michael was accustomed to, creating an environment where vulnerability felt less daunting. "Mark, I need you to confirm something for me," Michael began, his voice steady but edged with unease. "I received a call from a boy named Ethan Miller. He claims I'm his father. His mother, Laura Miller, recently passed away from cancer. I had an affair with her years ago, but I never knew she was pregnant." Mark listened intently, his expression inscrutable. After a moment of contemplation, he nodded. "I'll get on it immediately. We'll verify the details and see if there's any legitimacy to his claims." True to his word, Mark delved into the investigation with unyielding focus. Days turned into restless nights as Michael awaited updates, the anticipation weighing heavily on him. He found himself reflecting on his past. The fleeting moments with Laura that had seemed inconsequential at the time but now loomed large with the possibility of unintended consequences. Finally, Mark called with the results. "Michael, it's highly likely that Ethan is your son. The DNA test is pending. But based on the information we've gathered, photos, personal items, and Laura's consistent references to you, it all points to authenticity." Michael felt a mix of relief and dread wash over him. Relief that the truth was being unveiled, and dread at the responsibility it entailed. The revelation forced him to confront a side of himself he had long suppressed, the capacity for deep, personal connections beyond business achievements. With the confirmation in hand, Michael knew he had to meet Ethan. The prospect of encountering a child who had endured so much in his absence was both daunting and imperative. He arranged for a flight to Houston, Texas, where Ethan was staying at a shelter run by a local non-profit organization. Upon arrival, the stark contrast between his lavish lifestyle and the humble surroundings of the shelter was jarring. The building was modest, its walls bearing the marks of countless stories of resilience and struggle. Volunteers moved about with purpose, their faces a blend of compassion and exhaustion, mirroring the lives they touched daily. Michael was met by Sarah, the shelter's director, whose warm yet cautious demeanor immediately put him slightly at ease. "Mr. Anderson, thank you for coming. Ethan has been asking about you. But we wanted to ensure this meeting was handled with care." With a mixture of apprehension and hope, Michael followed Sarah to a quiet room where Ethan awaited. The boy sat on the edge of a narrow bed, his thin frame hunched slightly, embodying a vulnerability that tugged at Michael's heartstrings. Ethan looked up as Michael entered, his eyes a mirror of the same piercing intensity that Michael saw in his own reflection. "Hi, Ethan," Michael greeted softly, trying to mask the tremor in his voice. Ethan nodded cautiously. "Hi, Dad." The words hung in the air, heavy with unspoken emotions. Michael took a seat across from the boy, the distance between them a chasm of lost time and missed moments. "I'm so sorry for your loss, Ethan," he began, his voice thick with emotion. "Your mother was a remarkable woman." Ethan's gaze softened, a flicker of relief crossing his features. "She told me a lot about you. She said you were busy and didn't have much time. But she also said you were a good man." Michael felt a pang of regret, memories of Laura's unwavering strength and independence flooding his mind. "I wish things had been different," he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. "I never knew you existed. And I deeply regret that." For a moment, silence enveloped the room, the weight of their shared history pressing down on them. Ethan broke the silence, his voice steady despite the turmoil within. "I didn't want to call you, Dad. But Mom said if I ever needed help, I should reach out to you. I didn't know who else to turn to." Tears welled up in Michael's eyes as he reached out, placing a gentle hand on Ethan's knee. "You don't have to go through this alone anymore," he vowed, the sincerity in his voice bridging the gap between them. Over the ensuing weeks, Michael and Ethan began to build their relationship, each step a testament to the power of forgiveness and the healing potential of human connection. Michael made a concerted effort to be present, attending school events, helping with homework, and simply spending time together. Ethan, though guarded at first, began to open up, sharing stories of his mother and the struggles he had faced alone. The journey was fraught with challenges. Michael grappled with feelings of inadequacy, haunted by the years lost and the void left by his absence. Ethan, on the other hand, navigated the complexities of reconciling a newfound relationship with a father he had never known. Yet, amidst the difficulties, moments of genuine connection and understanding emerged, each interaction weaving a new thread into the fabric of their bond. One afternoon, as they sat together in a quiet park, Ethan looked up at Michael with a tentative smile. "Do you remember the stories Mom used to tell us about heroes?" Michael nodded, a smile tugging at the corners of his mouth. "I remember. She said that true heroes are those who help others, even when it's hard." Ethan's eyes sparkled with a mix of nostalgia and aspiration. "I think we can be heroes too, Dad, by helping each other and not giving up." Michael felt a surge of pride and hope. In that moment, he realized that true success wasn't measured by business deals or financial prowess, but by the strength of the relationships he nurtured and the lives he touched. The lessons learned through his journey with Ethan were profound, teaching him the importance of empathy, love, and the enduring power of second chances. As their relationship deepened, Michael began to see the world through Ethan's eyes, a perspective he had long neglected in his pursuit of professional achievements. The boy's resilience and unwavering hope inspired Michael to become a better father and a more compassionate individual. Together, they navigated the complexities of their new dynamic, each step forward a testament to the transformative power of forgiveness and the boundless capacity of the human heart to heal and grow. The weeks that followed Michael Anderson's arrival in Houston were a tapestry of profound transformations and heartfelt revelations. The initial shock of meeting Ethan had slowly unfurled into a journey of redemption and new beginnings for both father and son. Michael found himself navigating uncharted emotional territory, far removed from the boardrooms and high-stakes negotiations that had defined his existence for years. Michael's decision to step down as CEO was not merely a professional shift but a personal renaissance. The bustling offices and endless meetings were replaced by quiet evenings at home, dedicated to building a meaningful relationship with Ethan. Each day presented a new challenge, yet also an opportunity for healing and connection. Michael was determined to make amends for the years lost, embracing his role as a father with a sincerity that had long been absent from his life. Ethan, on the other hand, approached this newfound relationship with a blend of caution and hope. The shelter had been his refuge, a place of temporary solace in a world that had offered little stability. Now, in the presence of his father, he experienced a whirlwind of emotions, joy mingled with lingering distrust, excitement tempered by the fear of further abandonment. Yet, there was an undeniable spark of resilience in Ethan, a testament to the strength his mother had instilled in him. Their days began to blend seamlessly, marked by simple yet significant moments. Mornings were spent helping Ethan with his homework, afternoons filled with walks in the park, and evenings dedicated to shared activities that fostered their bond. Michael discovered a side of himself he had long neglected: the capacity for empathy, patience, and unconditional love. These were traits he had sidelined in his relentless pursuit of success, now reawakening through his interactions with Ethan. One particular afternoon stands out as a pivotal moment in their journey. They sat together on a bench in a serene park, the golden hues of autumn leaves surrounding them. Ethan looked up at Michael, his eyes reflecting a mixture of vulnerability and determination. "Do you think Mom would be proud of us?" he asked softly, his voice barely above a whisper. Michael felt a surge of emotion, memories of Laura flooding his mind. "I believe she would be," he replied, his voice steady yet laden with emotion. "She always believed in doing what's right, no matter how difficult it was." Ethan nodded, a small smile playing on his lips. "I want to make her proud, Dad. I want us to be a good family." In that moment, Michael realized the profound impact of their relationship. It wasn't about grand gestures or monumental changes, but the accumulation of small, Genuine acts of love and understanding that would define their bond. He understood that true success lay not in financial achievements, but in the ability to nurture and cherish meaningful connections. As the months progressed, Michael and Ethan's relationship deepened. They embarked on projects together, from building intricate Lego sets to cooking simple meals in the kitchen. Each activity was a step towards dismantling the walls that had long separated them, fostering an environment of trust and mutual respect. Michael found solace in these moments, a stark contrast to the isolating solitude of his former life. Recognizing the impact of Laura's legacy, Michael and Ethan decided to honor her memory by establishing the Anderson Miller Foundation. The foundation aimed to provide housing, education, and resources for homeless and at-risk children, mirroring the compassion Laura had shown during her lifetime. This philanthropic endeavor not only served as a tribute to Laura but also solidified Michael's commitment to making a positive difference in the lives of others. The journey was not without its challenges. There were moments of friction and misunderstanding as they navigated their new dynamic. Michael struggled with the remnants of his old habits, prioritizing work over personal connections, and Ethan grappled with the scars of his past experiences. Yet, through open communication and unwavering support, they learned to overcome these obstacles, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. One evening, as they sat together in the newly established Foundation's office, Ethan looked up at Michael with a thoughtful expression. "Do you ever think about the future, Dad?" Michael smiled, a warmth spreading through him. "Every day, Ethan. And now, with you by my side, I feel more hopeful than ever." Their partnership extended beyond personal interactions, as they worked side by side to develop strategies and initiatives that would drive the Foundation's mission forward. Michael's business acumen and Ethan's fresh perspective created a harmonious balance, ensuring that the Foundation remained both effective and compassionate. Together, they forged a legacy that honored the past while embracing the possibilities of the future. As time went on, Michael found himself embracing the role of a father with a renewed sense of purpose. The lessons learned through his journey with Ethan were profound. Empathy could mend broken trust. Love and respect could heal the deepest wounds, and unexpected alliances could lead to the most beautiful and enduring relationships. Their story became a beacon of hope, illustrating that no matter the mistakes of the past, it was never too late to seek redemption and build a future grounded in love and understanding. In the quiet moments, as they reflected on their journey, Michael and Ethan shared a bond that transcended time and circumstance. They had both discovered the transformative power of connection, resilience, and second chances, proving that even in the face of betrayal and hardship, the human spirit's capacity for growth and compassion could forge paths to a brighter, more hopeful future. Thank you for watching Empathy Stories. We hope Michael, Ethan, and Laura's journey has touched your heart and inspired you with their resilience and integrity. If their story resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share to help spread these powerful messages of love and perseverance. Stay tuned for more inspiring tales that celebrate the strength of human connections and the enduring power of empathy.